Good evening, everyone. Welcome to the Royal Palm Beach Strikers Soccer Club's meeting for March 16th. Let's do the Pledge of Allegiance. Please stand.
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you. All right, call the meeting to order at exactly 6:30. All right, and so that's okay. Roll call. Fernando
Here.
Sean here. Amy
Here.
Corinne.
Here.
I almost called you Carissa now. Oh my God. Mel, Vanessa, and Dave could not be here tonight. All right, so now we get meeting the minutes. Oh, Brandon, I'm sorry.
Village is here.
My apologies, Brandon. Thank you, Fernando.
No problem.
So the minutes from, what did you send us today? From January's meeting. Anybody like to make a motion to accept them?
I don't know, but I didn't read them. I don't feel
I'll make a motion to accept the meeting minutes from January.
I second that.
All in favor?
Yep.
Pass. All right. Now, treasurer's report.
Okay, so we didn't have the meeting last month. You know what I mean.
This year.
So for January, let's see, we're doing rec first. Rec checking started with 25,950.09 and ended with 39,824.26. And then so for February, the ending balance would be 44,631.43. For the savings, January started with 10,664.87, ending 10,665.32. And then February ending is 10,665.73.
I'll make an emotion to accept the recreation checking balance at ending January at $39,824.26, ending February at $44,631.43.
I
And
second.
the site savings account
Too fast. Is it?
ending January $10,665.32, ending February $10,665.73.
I second that.
All in favor? All right. All right. The treasurer's report is accepted and put into the record. Okay, Vice President's report. The rec season is going really well. We have 376 players, and I turned away probably 6 or 7 U6s because we only had 4 teams. We could have certainly had 2 more teams. And U12 division is they play 9v9, and every team has at least 14 players. And I've turned away 4 or 5. So we could have had, we have 5 teams in that division. We could have a 16.
You have 16.
We could have 16. But we didn't have the coaches, and you never knew, especially this year. So we're doing really, really well at that. Everybody's been pretty good about wearing masks. You know, it's not perfect, but it's pretty solid on that front. Now, here's the rec question that I have for everybody. We don't need a decision tonight. We've got to think about it. At the end of the season, when we have our final playoffs, okay, we have consolation games and then the championship games. And then we hand out trophies up at concession, and it's a mob of people. Now, I'm wondering if this year, instead of doing consolation games, when you lose, you get a medal, you go home. So the last weekend, you would have one U19 game, one U14 game, one U12 game, U10 boys and U10 girls.
So no have like a third place.
No third place. No, and that way
So
at
you
the
don't
end, that way
semifinal
that
as
last week, because that way the kids that win the championship game can have their moment at the concession stand, but there'll be considerably less people there. And with COVID, I think it's a good idea. We like,
Don't we normally have just 2 teams up there, or 1 team up there?
No, we got third
but
place.
we have the consolation games and all that going on, and it's like sometimes they're backed up. You know, we got 4 teams waiting to get their stuff.
Wrong. And also, if we are not wrong, we're not gonna have games between the 2 weekends, right?
Just for the U12, we'll have a Monday night
It's
game.
only because it's 5.
It's 5 teams, right? We're only gonna have one night game that week during the week. So that's something I want to think about. I didn't put out a playoff schedule yet, but I think that would be the way to go. It would be we could actually do the trophy presentation in a safer.
And you know what? Something better. Maybe we don't need to do that in the concession, so we can do a more open space.
Well, we could put a tent out somewhere, but I was thinking about that too. But where? Because if you got and I can even schedule the games.
Well,
staggered.
listen, if you say it's gonna be only finals, we can do all the finals in field 1, and you can have the tent in field 2, so you can have bigger space over there.
Okay.
Because technically,
right,
the only
right.
need to do is back-to-back games in field 1.
Right. Okay. And I can space out the games, so we have a lot of room for, safety.
Now, let me ask you this, because for those teams who don't make it, of course, they'll be, oh, we don't get an extra game. How many extra games is that? Like, if we did it on that Monday,
Everybody
and
would end
Tuesday?
up with 10 games at a minimum.
Okay.
Everybody would get at least 10 games.
Normally it's 10 or 11.
Normally it's 11 because you get that consolation game in there. Well, with the 5-team division, you only, they get an extra game during the season, so everybody gets 10. But it's still 10 games.
Okay.
And again, I just want you to think about it because I think that makes sense for this year, and that way we can spread. That way, with having less games, I can spread the day out and make it better. You know what I mean?
I like it.
Okay. Well, we'll talk about it again.
I said hi. You second that? Yeah.
Okay. Any other comments for rec?
No.
No. Okay. So I'm going to call the meeting for rec to close at adjourn at 6:37. And now we go to competitive, and we're going to call that to order at 6:37. Oh my goodness. Okay, treasurer's report for competitive.
Okay, so starting with January, the competitive checking started at $78,559.78, ended in January at $93,081.69, and then ending in February with $94,341.02. For competitive savings, we start at $10,023.32, ended January with $10,023.75, and then the February balance, ending balance was $10,024.13. For the stipend account, we started in January with $4,055.67, ended $2,855.67, and then ending February was $1,655.67. And probably we will be having to move money from competitive to stipends some point. We just got to figure out how much to cover the last part that we're going to do, in May or whatever.
And they get to pay, they get to kick in their share for the, back to the general account this year.
Oh, yes.
Because we haven't done that in a couple of years because
Yes,
of
that would be
issues.
nice. So we will have to figure that out.
Yeah, we'll come up with that number much later after we pay all our bills.
Make a motion to accept the treasurer's report for the competitive portion with the checking account balance ending January $93,081.69, ending in February at $94,341.02. The savings account balance ending in January at $10,023.75, ending in February at $10,024.13, and the stipend account ending in January at $2,855.67, ending in February at $1,655.67.
I second that.
All in favor?
Yes.
Yes. All right, the treasurer's report is accepted and put into the record. All right, does anybody else have anything for competitive?
To check back up on was the netting on the fields 1 and 2.
The what? Oh.
Still, it's still in the same spot. I don't know when it's gonna get done or even if, but it is something that we have to try to plan for in the books. Wasn't something that we want to just put a one of the orange fencing or blue fencing around, because I looked into even doing that, but he said we want to do an actual netting there, and it's gonna
The balls will go over the fences.
yeah.
They would catch
So
about,
it's gonna
they would catch about 10% of them maybe, because most of them are usually rockets over the crossbar.
Yeah. So it's going to be a capital project. And just with the way kind of COVID threw us off this year,
Oh, I
it's
It's not in the budget?
not it's not high on the list, but we're still working to see a way that we can get it in the future and get it done.
It's funny when we had the playoffs here, the first week of rec. At the end, after the game was over, there were parents searching for their golf ball, and I went, "Good luck."
Yeah, yeah. I have two other things, just kind of general, not necessarily competitive, but one thing is I called about the Wi-Fi service, and it was like, oh, it was a whole village thing. Like basically everybody from, I forget where he said, from this part to this part was down.
We didn't have
From
Wi-Fi on
basically
Saturday.
Thursday through, it was back up either Sunday or Monday or something or whatever. So just it should be working now. I did want to double check because I don't remember what the actual not domain name, the network name is. Somebody was going to call me back on that, but if you could get me that, like I have the password,
Mhm.
but if you have the domain,
Network name.
the network name, that'd be great. And then also just remember too, I'm going to try and make the change, but our official address has moved, like the UPS store has moved across the street right next to the pet supermarket. So the address is 1127 Royal Palm Beach and the same box number and all that stuff. But instead of 1128, 1127.
You're kidding. Oh,
No,
God.
I know. Like whether that's good or bad, I'm not sure. But
That good would change. I don't know.
yeah. So 1127, box 209.
Okay, and I've got okay.
My only comment with the field is this season we never have the net between field 5.
The U10 field and the U12
3 and
field.
4.
There used to be a blue fence.
So the ball, when they go this high down, it's not gonna cross the other field when they have the little kids. So now we don't have it, and every time somebody's shooting, it goes straight to the little kids.
Okay.
So the U10 field and the U12 field go east-west.
East-west, right.
Right. And the U8 field is right next to it, and the U6 field is going north-south. And when you miss the goal, it goes into this field. There used to be a blue fence
Right in the middle between them.
between the two fields.
Yeah, it's
And
like
that's
about
where
waist
this-
high or so.
Yeah,
maybe a
yeah, it's
little
only
bit.
it's only like 3 feet high.
Yeah,
Nice.
I know exactly what net you're talking about.
And there's they moved the fields a little bit. They shifted them.
No, that's why because last year we moved and switch it.
I know, but there's still
The cups, the plastic.
the plastic anchors for those posts
Mhm.
are actually on field 5. I saw one there Saturday,
Ooh,
like by the goal. That's got to come out.
okay. And that's field 5.
Not field 5. That is now field
Field 4.
4.
The little ones.
1,
4.
2,
That's
3.
on field 4. They may be all the way across. The
Four
U10
is the
field.
okay. I knew 4 is the one that's coming right off of
Closest to the
the
parking
parking lot, right?
Close to the park.
Yeah.
It should be field 3, but we won't get into that.
Yeah.
It should have went 3-4, not 4-3.
Yeah, they've.
Yeah, I'll get
Okay.
We'll get those taken out.
Yeah,
and,
I noticed that on Saturday.
and then net. Now, will the netting that affect benches on that side at all?
No.
Or if we just run it right between
because
those
usually
two
they,
fields?
They sit in the middle.
Okay.
And what I've done is I have with the little kids, I have I use the boys have one field, the girls have one field because they're different sizes, and then the little guys I put over here on field would be 8
Okay.
in the corner. So there's really nothing behind field 12, and I got them pretty spaced out.
Okay.
I'm trying to space out the best I can with those. It should be fine. Okay. Next thing, we are, Brandon, you know this, you sent me an email about this, the tournament.
Yeah. So
And Mal's supposed to fill out the paperwork for that.
yeah, he filled out the
You sent
paperwork.
the paperwork to both of us. I ain't filling it out. It's the president's job.
Yeah, he got it to me.
Mr. Hassan, did you hear that? It's your job to fill that out. Thank you. Okay, now, the tournament is the 30th, the 1st, and 2nd of May. Okay, we need lights, 9 to 9:30. Okay, and even can we have lights on Sunday night just in case the weather backs them up? And we can turn the lights off. We just can't turn them on.
Right.
Okay. So if we get the lights on for Sunday also, that way if they get backed up with weather, we don't have to be scrambling for that. All right. And as far as the tournament goes, Vanessa's going to do the volunteers, I'm assuming.
Probably.
Okay.
I
We
would
need
think
to talk
so.
to her about that. And I'm going to need some help on the 24th. We have 3 sets of goals that have no netting right now that we're going to need. And in fact, I'm going to go home and order the netting tonight.
Okay.
So the Saturday before, during rec, if I can get some help, we can just put the netting on, okay, and then they'll be good to go. And Fernando, the 6x12 goals, the little ones,
The one they use the U8.
yeah, he might use them. We might use them for part of the tournament. So we're going to have where there's the two big fields heading, what would that be? North south. We're going to put 4 fields there, like we did last time. Okay, and then use the U10 field, U12 field, and then over the little fields we're going to put a U10 field like we did just for this last playoffs.
So the U8 goals is gonna be for U10s.
Yeah, no, he's going to do a U9 division.
They got U8s.
U8, U9, well, whatever. I talked to Tom, and he said that's great. He could use those on that field
For the little kids.
for the little ones. So we need your sawzall to cut those locks off, I'm sure, because those locks haven't been undone in a couple of years. So we got to check on that. Okay.
And listen, I don't see any problem more with the locks, right?
So far.
We charge everybody for the locks. All the
Okay,
teams?
hold on. And the
Probably
last
not.
thing we need is on Sunday night we're going to need a cleanup crew to put all the goals away. And what I want to do on Sunday night is when it's over, those extra goals that we just put the netting on, I want to cut them down and mark them and bag them up because I don't want them sitting out all summer rotten. You know what I mean? Because we won't need those again, and because it's going to be $600-700 to buy all that netting. So, but if we do this every year, it's worth just zip tying it up and saving them.
So, but that's the May 1st. So technically, the next weekend we can take it down, right?
Yeah, we could, but if Sunday, if we're done like at 5 o'clock on Sunday, and we got a bunch of people to help move the stuff, get a couple razor knives, bang, bang, bang.
Right.
That way, it's not you and me.
Right.
I know.
So Sunday night, we're gonna have a big crew. Okay.
Can we also just make sure that they come at least a couple times a day, at least on Saturday, to check bathrooms? I mean, it's honestly forever. Oh, there's no toilet paper, so we try to keep stocked in the concession for when that happens. But honestly,
Yeah.
Yeah.
just kind of keeping the maintenance because we have a lot more people coming through that way. So
Yeah, and I went in the one bathroom during the playoffs, and it looked like a third world country in there. It was pretty bad. It was. I mean, people are gross. Let's be honest.
Yeah.
It's not their bathroom, and they treat it horribly.
and still when there's so much traffic doing that, we
Right.
still have the issue of like with the flushing of the toilets. Honestly, if you're running the sink, the toilet's not going to flush that great. And then plus, if you have like 2-3 other people in there, forget it. So I mean, that's been ongoing the last how many years?
Yeah.
So, we just.
Wow, that's yeah.
And so then, they get frustrated. Oh, I gotta go. I can't wait for this, and try to figure it
And they
out.
leave it, right.
And they leave it, and then it just keeps
Keeps.
from there.
Okay, and the last thing for
Yeah, I
the
get
tournament
'em.
concession stand.
Yes.
So we're gonna have the people working plus volunteers, right? Is that how we're gonna do it? We're gonna have either Sandy or
Probably.
okay.
I mean,
Well, it's
Chelsea will
the
be
30th, the 1st, and the 2nd.
yeah. It depends how
Well, we
she's
can have-
feeling.
We can have the U17s and U18s do community hours that weekend.
I
We
don't
need
wa-
somebody running the cash register though.
No,
Yeah.
no. That one we
Sandy
can
said.
payment.
I think I told you she was available for like part of it. I
Well,
forget.
because
We'll have to look.
well,
but,
Thursday, Saturday's gonna be 12 hours.
Mhm.
I mean, that's gonna be 9 to 9, more than likely.
Yeah.
It's gonna be a long, long day. And I'll open up.
Mhm.
I'll come back on Saturday night and see what we need, and I'll go back
Yeah.
to BJ's and restock. And I'll open up Sunday morning.
I mean, I don't have anything planned at this point, as long as none of my managers plan any games for either my
Yeah, that
boys.
Saturday's open for me.
Mhm.
Gio doesn't have any games.
Okay.
Gio can help.
Yeah, we could keep it open. That we kind of need all hands on deck that weekend. So.
I can get Carlos to come too.
Okay. Anybody got anything else? Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't.
I said I can get Carlos to come and help
There
too.
you go. Yeah. Guy can hang nets, man. All right. So, nothing else?
That's okay.
Well,
We had a few things to talk
all right,
about. It's all right. No worries.
Motion to adjourn at 6:49.
All right, I'll second.
All right. Good night, people.
Favor?
Thank you.